We're live here in Woodbury. Cottage Grove taking on Woodbury. Predators in white, Wolfpack in green. 2 minutes 30 seconds until we get started here. Two goalies dressed for Cottage Grove. "35 seconds and we'll get started." We got a free-flowing camera here on the east rink. It's pretty tight, so this might make you sick, but we'll be living in the goalie cams for a lot of the game tonight just because of how close I am to the board. So try to get the neutral zone action for you as well. That's your buzzer. You're on now. Joe Hensler saying hello. Pick up some pucks. Get started here. Big names on both sides of the ice tonight. Ferguson, Hacken, and others from the Wolfpack. Here to try to take down the Preds at home. Bjorn Newman at center. Porter Engelhart to his left. Logan Gliniani to his right. Dane Hensler and Miles Schillings, your D-man to start. Back for the Wolfpack. Offside's called. Schillings backs it over to Hensler. Hensler up to Porter. Porter on the wall, now in the corner behind the net for Gliniani. Up to the other side, Schillings tries to keep it in, does. Schillings works behind the net. Cottage Grove sends it around the boards. Gets past Miles. Porter picks it up in the neutral zone. No trip called. And Hensler able to move it out. Here comes Dane. Pokes it forward. Newman pressures. Loose puck on the wall for Wolfpack. Gliniani tried to step up, does. Porter's going to move across and off the ice. Glancy and Fleeman, your D-men now. Interrupted faster than I could. Here comes Mason Unclesbay with Glancy. Up in the air, slap down. Still loose. Out to the wall. Here comes Cottage Grove against Fleeman. They send it in. Shilkin, Mav, Brock, and Mason. Oh, and it's an icing. Tried to send a pass to the backhand, just off. We'll come back down here. 0-0 game early in the first period. Woodbury versus Cottage Grove here in the East Rink of Healthy Sports Center. Mav Shilkin will take the face off. Brock and Mason on the wings. Glancy, Fleeman, your D. On the wall. Still loose, picked up by Mav. Looks for his brother Brock, right on the stick. Brock out front to Mav. Just barely out of reach. Good back and forth by the Shilkin brothers. Mav gets back for a good back check. And we're in the neutral zone for Brock. Brock pushes it forward to Mason. Unclesbay sends it on net. Rebound comes out hot. Unable to get a stick on it. Graham goes down. Hensler back on deep. Toe drag. Shot up in the air. No goal. Loose behind the net. Good save there by Toby. And Hensler will work the puck out of the zone. Here comes Dane. Asher Van Leer, Boomer behind him. Out comes Friend. Graham on the ice as well. Hensler with the puck. Over to Van Leer. Van Leer tries to send it in. Robbie. Back to Graham. Graham sends it in. Tipped. Ooh, saved. Wolfpack able to clear it, move it up against Dane. Centering pass interrupted. And quickly Van Leer tried to get it to Boomer. Boomer gets it back up. Friend waits. Schillings on the ice too. Out comes Newman and sent down by icing called. Woo, back and forth. Both teams will change. 10:43 left in the first period. 0-0 game. Porter, Bjorn, and Logan in front of Oliver and Miles. Porter behind the net. Engelhart takes his time, drops it for Schillings. Schillings around the net. Up front, a lot of activity. No dice. Quick shot by Engelhart, saved up front, whistled. And we'll have a face-off to the sick side of JMO. Newman takes a face-off, sends it to the wall. Stuck on the corner, good job by Porter. Bjorn has it, sends it across to Schillings. Looked like a backdoor opportunity. Behind the net, quick wraparound. Loose puck, goal! Porter there to clean up the wraparound try. And we've got a 1-0 game with 10 minutes left in the first period. Porter Engelhart able to bang it away on a cleanup goal. You love to see it. That's what it takes. Tough competition in front of that. Mav takes the face off. Mason and Brock on the wings. Levi and Grayson, your D-men. Graham, cross ice to Brock. Brock tries to tip it over to Mav. Mason in the corner. Now Mason comes out with it. Oh, gets slapped away to the neutral zone. Graham goes down. But Uncles Bay able to get to it quick. Quick change of direction, tried to clear it. Still stuck on the wall. Sent in by Cottage Grove. No play on it by Toby. Still behind the net now. Graham going to get to it in the corner, try to move it out. Nope. He gets stopped, sends it around the back for Fleeman to chase. Fleeman on the far wall. Gets it up to Brock, tried to move it up. Offside's called. Boomer, Friend, and Van Leer come out. Hensler and Schillings behind them. Boomer with a face-off. Goes back for Cottage Grove. Ferguson takes it up the right side. Tries to reverse it back. Boomer's there. Flicks it forward. Kept in by Cottage Grove. And still in. Shot. Good save by Toby. Friend on the wall with Hensler trying to work it. Out comes Sada. Saved by Toby. Backed around. Kept in by 28. Dumped back down. Shot, save, rebound, still up front, slapped away by Boomer, picked up by Van Leer. Van Leer tries to get it up the wall to Friend. Cottage Grove regains. Shot, just high. Kept in, and now, oh, still in the zone. Loose puck behind the net for Hensler. Sends it around, Friend tries to dig it off the wall. Finally out. Loose puck picked up by Schillings. Woodbury changes. Schillings all alone, 1-on-4. He's got Newman with him. Still loose. Goal came off the moorings. Puck was still loose. That's where the whistle came from. Englehart, Newman, Gleniani, Glancy, Fleeman. Newman wins it back to Glancy. Glancy sends a soft one, tipped around, kicked, never got to the goal. Newman waits, cross, shot, all the way across and high. It's going to come out here. Centering pass interrupted by Glancy. Good D there by Ollie, picked up by Gleniani. Here comes Logan G over to Ollie. Tapped away. Cottage Grove with a quick response against Fleeman. Fleeman gets in the way. Shot deflected up in the netting by Newman, and we'll have a face-off. With 7 minutes left in the first, it's 1-0 Woodbury over to Cottage Grove. Here comes Brock. Shot, no rebound opportunity. As J-Mo covers that one up with the glove. Loose puck behind the net for Brock. Brock works on it, gets tied up, still fighting for it in the corner. Brock still has it. Back to Hensler at the point. Hensler sends it in, tip. Saved by J-Mo, goes to the corner. Mason Unclesbay's there with Brock. Comes out loose for Cottage Grove, takes it against Graham. Grayson pokes it to the wall. Good job by Mav getting back on the back check. Here comes Unclesbay. Unclesbay to Brock Shilkin. Shilkin, look at, oh, caught on a skate, was looking for his brother. Back to Graham, down to Mav. Mav just lost it, lost an edge there. Loose, Graham, slap shot. Saved by J-Mo, sent to the corner. Cottage Grove trying to move it up. Stopped by, who is that? Uncle's Bay one-timer, saved. Uncle's Bay to Mav to Brock gets stuffed by J-Mo, and it's still 1-0 Woodbury. It's just under 6 minutes to play. Friend, Boomer, Van Leer with Glancy and Shillings. Braden will take the face-off. Cottage Grove sends it to the far side. Ollie able to keep it in. Boomer to Asher. Now the Wolfpack get it back. Boomer picks his pocket, leaves it for Glancy. Glancy back to Boomer. Boomer chips it in, tipped. Oh! Probably got a stick on it, went the wrong direction. Miles gets poked, and we're back out here. Friend gonna hustle and get to it first. Drops it for Glancy. Glancy tries to move it up. Shillings has Friend to his right. Shillings cuts back, changes angles, puts it up on net. Never got to the goal. Sent down, it's a foot race. Good job by Glancy with the positioning there. Glancy gets tripped, and we got a power play for Woodbury after the tripping penalty on the Wolfpack. Number 27 sits down for the Wolfpack. Woodbury with a man advantage for a minute and a half. Englehart, Newman, and Gliniani with Graham and Fleeman. 5 minutes left in the first. Cottage Grove sends it all the way out and around. Graham's going to get to it. Skate behind our net. Look for a touchdown pass. Drops it for Fleeman. Fleeman up to Logan. Logan G. Sends it around for Newman. Newman able to corral it in the corner. Comes back out. Now Porter in the corner. Porter. Shot. High and right. Fleeman try to get to it. Graham's going to get positioning. Grabs it. Cuts back. 50 seconds left in the power play for Woodbury. Fleeman leaves it for Porter. Englehart tries to work in the corner. Levi there as well. Sends it up front. Oh, good look by Levi. Just gets past everybody. Hensler, the man on D. Shot saved by Toby to the corner. 30 seconds left for an advantage of Woodbury. Glancy leaves it for Newman. Here comes Bjorn. Got Gliniani to his right and Hensler even farther. Shot. Just wide. Hensler drops it for Shillings. Shillings gets stuffed. Shot. And saved. Sat on by J-Mo. 6 seconds left in the power play. Still 1-0 game Woodbury. 3:30 left in the first period. Uncle's Bay, Maverick, and Brock out there with Hensler and Shillings. Mav with the face-off. Gets sent to the wall. Hensler. Hensler in the corner, now behind the net. Wrap around, no. Up front, tip, goal! Hensler with the feet up front, gets tipped and in. And that's a power play goal for Woodbury, making it 2-0. No change for Woodbury, same 5. Let's see if they can do it again. One goes back to Shillings, over to Hensler, up to Brock. Brock tried to work it forward, picked up by Cottage Grove. Uncle's Bay battles on the wall. Here comes Mav and Brock. Brock drops it to Mav. Mav, shot, just high. Behind the net for Mason. Mason still works it in the corner. Uncle's Bay tries to back it up front. Brock on his knees, still trying to work the puck. Mav comes in hot. Maverick over to Hensler. Hensler deflected by some defensemen, never got to goal. Schillings behind the net. Shot, save, point blank. Shilkin sends it wide left. J-Mo gets a stick on it. Uncle's Bay sends it behind the net for Brock to battle for. 2:30 left in the first. Loose puck in the corner for Cottage Grove. Looks like they'll clear it. Schillings says no. Schillings walks it in from the point. Schillings leaves it for Mason. Mason back to Mav. Mav shot. Never got there. Defenseman was in the way. Hensler on the far wall. Dumps it for Mason. Behind the net. Covered up by J-Mo and whistled. 2:08 left in the first. 2-0 Woodbury. And a great shift there by the Shilkin brothers, Uncle's Bay, Hensler, and Schillings. Out comes Friend, Van Leer, and Boomer with Fleeman and Glancy to keep the pressure up. Drop goes back to Fleeman. Fleeman tries to send it in. Knocked around, never got to the goal. Defense picks it up. Here comes Sasada. Across, picked up by Fleeman. Fleeman in the corner. Up the wall, stopped by Cottage Grove. Glancy takes control of the situation, comes out with it. Up the wall to Van Leer. Van Leer's got pressure, cuts back. Van Leer to Friend, shot. And a good cover up by J-Mo. 1:30 left in the first. Boomer loses the draw. Cottage Grove trying to work it out. They do. Here comes Jack Akin. Shot. Goal. Akin, quick release from the point. Slides right under the glove of Toby. He was a little screened by Glancy there. Wasn't ready for the quick release, and it found some netting behind him. 2-1 Woodbury after that goal from Cottage Grove. 1:19 left in the first period. Engelhart, Newman, and Gleniani with Graham and Hensler. Mason Pidich out tonight. Hopefully recovering from a concussion injury. Offsides called. Wishing Mason the best. Hopefully he's feeling all right. He's on the bench over there, so it's great to see him here. Could use his tenacity on the ice. Best up. Newman will take the face off. Wins it, tries to get it back to Hensler. Gets poked away by Zahada. It's going to go right on goal, and he's going to cover that up. 51 seconds. We'll have a face-off in the offensive zone for Woodbury. Beelan will take the face-off. Newman wins it. Back to Hensler. Hensler sends it down high. Covered up. I like that play, a little saucer pass, nothing crazy. Find a little gap, put it over there, see if it bounces in. Hard to score if you don't send it on net. Newman kicks it forward, then to the corner. Gleniani digs it out, back to Hensler. Hensler, back to Logan. Logan to Hensler. Hensler from the high slot, dumps it down for Porter. Porter up front, deflected into the netting. And a face-off, and we'll change. 33 seconds. Out come the Shilkins and Uncle's Bay with Schillings and Glancy. Maverick. Won by Cottage Grove, but in behind the net, picked up by Brock. Cottage Grove able to send it out. Zazada on Schillings. Schillings pokes it away, picked up by Shilkin Maverick. Maverick tried to dump it down for Mason. Brock is there. Brock behind the net. Tries to leave it, but Cottage Grove, we got a tripping call on Woodbury. Tripping on Woodbury with 6 seconds left in the first period will give the Wolfpack a man advantage now and as we start the second. 2-1 Woodbury. 5 seconds left in the first period.
Let's go, J-Mo!
6 on 4. J-Mo right now. 6 seconds.
3, 2, and that's going to be your period. 2-1 Woodbury after 1. Uncles Bay and the Shilkins, Uncles Bay, Maverick, Miles, and Glancy, your penalty kill for Woodbury. Mav pushes it forward and pressures short-handed. Back to Schillings. Schillings, slap shot. Saved by the defenseman, never got down. Here comes the Wolfpack. Picked up by Glancy. 55 seconds left in the power play for the Wolfpack. Here comes Mav Shilton. Shot saved by J-Mo. Whistled for a face-off. Boomer will take the face-off with Van Leer, Fleeman, and Hensler for the kill unit for the 45 seconds left in the power play. Uh-oh. That's sent down. Fleeman. Up to Boomer. Ferguson with it. Akin. Shot saved by Toby, point blank range. You love to see it. Boomer flicks it out to the neutral zone. 20 seconds left in the advantage for the Wolfpack. And cleared by Boomer. 9 seconds. And back to full strength. Here comes Gliniani. Cottage Grove trying to work it out. They do. Good jump by Hensler. Logan G drops it for Dane, and offside's called. Good penalty kill there for Woodbury. Keeps the score 2-1 advantage Predators. Englehart, Newman, and Gliniani in front of Glancy and Graham. Back to Glancy. Glancy. Englehart. Up to Logan. Gathers it with his skates. Over to Newman. Got interrupted. Grayson Graham stepped up to keep it in. Liniani behind the net with Newman. Engelhardt out front looking for a feed. Newman slapped away to the corner, stays with it. Bjorn on goal, slapped away to the corner. Graham walks it in. Graham back to Porter. Porter over to Glancy. Glancy steps past two, tries to backhand it, stopped by the defense. Picked up by Cottage Grove, and it looks like they're going to be able to clear. Graham back on defense, pokes number 92, and it's going to go to the corner. Sorry, I thought I changed the screen. I didn't. You didn't miss a ton. Uh-oh. Newman tried to poke it forward, but kept... Nope, right back by Glancy. Here comes Gliniani with Porter. Drops it for Porter. Picked up by Newman. Over to Porter. Slapped away. And the Wolfpack back in action. Offsides. 10:55 left in the second period. 2-1 Woodbury. Maverick, Brock, and Mason with Miles and Dane. Hard shot by Akin, goes high. Mav face off here. Not sure what it's called, but Gliniani will take the face off. Brock pesters, so's Mav. Middle of the ice. All over him, all over him. Saved by Toby. Miles backhands it up to Brock. Brock tries to get it to Maverick. He does. Maverick. Maverick gets tossed into the net. We'll reset. 10:08 left in the second. Same line. Logan wins the face-off. Back to Hensler. Hensler takes it around in the corner. He's stuck in the corner. Sends it around the other side. Nobody there. Took a hard, weird hop off the wall. Woodbury retains. Miles over to Dane. Dane sends it in. Tipped. Right into the belly. And covered up by J-Mo. Do it again. Mav Shilkin back to Hensler at the point. Hensler sends it down. Tip knocked down by Uncle's Bay. Goes wide right. Stuck on the wall. Pile of bodies. Woodbury comes away with it. Mav Shilkin behind the net. Working with one hand. Gets it to Hensler, who was calling for it at the point. Across to Miles. Miles skates it in on the right side. Fakes the lead. Wraps around. Gives it right to Cottage Grove. And here comes Akin. Shot and a save by Toby. Akin jumped on that pass from Schillings, took it the length, and Toby was there to stop him. 9:11 left in the second period. Woodbury still with a 2-1 advantage against the Wolfpack from Cottage Grove. Braden Boomer, Robbie Friend, Asher Van Leer, Oliver Glancy, Levi Fleeman. Puck sent behind the net. Glancy's going to work on it. Moved out and across, but picked up by Cottage Grove. Braden pressures. Cuts back. Friend pressures. Kept in. Here comes Robbie. Shot. Save. Rebound. Shot. Save. Rebound comes out. Friend on the wall. Kept in by a backhand up into the air. It's behind the net for Cottage Grove. They look like they're going to try to drop it out. They do. Cross the 92. Glancy pokes it away. Great job by Glancy. Out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Boomer. Boomer. Shot. Save. Good try there by Braden. Asher now with the puck. Tries to center to Friend. Poked away by J-Mo. Friend shot. Soft. Up in the air. And whistled. Good play and flurry there by Woodbury. Eight minutes left in the second. Still 2-1 Woodbury. Englehart, Newman, and Glignani with Hensler and Graham. 5-on-5 hockey on Friday night. Puck goes behind the net. Strapping for it is Logan and Bjorn. Bjorn looks like he came away with it, but he goes down, still in the corner. Cottage Grove tries to push it up. They do. Hensler. Up the wall to Logan G. Logan. Far right, gets passed. Up front, tipped. Still loose. Still loose for Newman. But Cottage Grove able to grab it and send it out. Akin makes a move. Try to get past Hensler, but he cut right underneath him. Dane pushes the envelope with Newman to his left. Up front, oh, just slides across for nobody. Graham dumps it back in. Good thought there. Shot. Glove save. Brock, Maverick, and Mason with Oliver and Miles. Mason wins the face-off. Glancy has it. Tries to send it down to Brock. Loose puck, a lot of action up front. Kicked around by Cottage Grove. They're going to clear it. Glancy sends it right back in. Shilkin pins him. Glancy steps up. Glancy now. Back to the point for Miles. Miles. Back to Ollie. Ollie. Back to Miles. Miles. Gets sent to the corner. Here comes 1-0. Good save by Toby. And the rebound, gets his own rebound to make it 2-2 on the shakedown. Got an odd man, one on breakaway goal by number 9. Ties it up with 6 minutes left in the second period. Asher, Braden, and Robbie with Grayson and Levi. Van Leer. Shot. Shot. Goal! What an answer by Woodbury. Van Leer off the drop, takes it, puts it on net. Rebound comes out, and Boomer slams it home. 3-2. That's right. Great job there, boys. Ref goes down in a pile. Gets back up. Akin. Good save by Toby. Hard shot by Akin. Wolfpack able to keep it in the zone. Across to Fleeman from Graham. Fleeman skates it up. Boomer. Battles. Little slop. Out to the neutral zone. Grayson. Up to Van Leer. Van Leer. They'll send it behind the net. They'll get a couple changes. Robbie. Back is Hensler and Schillings and Newman. Offsides called. We'll go to the middle. 4:56 in the second. 3-2 Woodbury. Porter, Bjorn, and Logan out there with Miles and Dane. Bjorn will take the face off. Porter gets a stick on it. Sends it. Offsides called. Logan got tied up in the offensive zone before that got sent in. No big deal. Wins it. Hensler. Straight across to Schillings. Schillings dumps it up for Glennie on him. Shot, covered and saved. No change. Newman, shot, blocked. Rebound came out hot. Hensler sends it to the corner. Newman battles behind with Logan G. Porter up front looking for the loose puck. Porter trying to knock it around. And back to the neutral zone for Schillings over to Dane. Hensler. Drops it from Miles. Flicked up in the air for Logan. Up front, tipped around, covered by J-Mo. 4:05 left in the second. Still 3-2 Woodbury advantage. Maverick, Brock, and Mason with Ollie and Levi. Covered up. Brock was there. And do it again. To the corner for Cottage Grove. Around the other side, Brock is there. Brock sends it back. Loose behind the net. Cottage Grove. Moved in by Maverick. Jumps in front of that. Glancy in the corner now. Glancy behind the net. Up front, nobody home. Here comes Maverick with Mason to his left and Brock. Shot, deflected way up and then over to the wall. Jack Atkin. Jack Atkin ties it up with the loose puck move there, making it 3-3 with 3 minutes left in the second. Friend, Boomer, and Van Leer with Graham and Hensler. Comes Asher. Ooh, good rebound try. Asher puts it on net. Rebound comes out. Little backhander by Friend gets covered up by Cottage Grove. Got a whistle, nets off the moorings again. face off to the glove side. Boomer. Behind the net, gets past Boomer. Out comes Cottage Grove. .213 left in the second period. It's 3-3, all tied up. Glancy and Schillings behind Newman, Englehart, and Gleniani. Here comes Porter. Logan. Foiled by the Wolfpack, and here they come with their own rush. Schilling slaps it in the neutral zone, and it's offsides. 1:52 left in the second period. Behind the net for Schillings, leaves it for Glancy. Glancy tried to move up the wall. Right up front for Cottage Grove. We dodged a bullet there. Oh, Gleniani pushes it. Stick fight, and we got some space here for number 9. Slapped away offsides. Good job by Ollie. 5 new skaters for both teams, it looks like. Maverick, Brock, and Mason with Levi and Grayson. Mason wins the face-off, back to Levi. Levi to Grayson. Grayson up the wall to Brock. Brock fights it forward. Mav comes away with it. Backhand off the shin guard of the defenseman. And Cottage Grove trying to maintain puck control. Nope, out front, shot, saved, goal! Brock able to bury it to make it 4-3. I didn't see what happened. It was up close and personal. Your angle is probably better than mine, but quick reverse of the control there, and Woodbury able to go up by 1 with 48 seconds left in the second period. Same 5 for Woodbury. Uncles Bay will take the face off. Mason wins it, back to Graham. Graham up to Brock. Back and forth. Jack Atkin.
Nice job, Jack.
Good hands. Shot from the point goes high over the head of Toby. Loose behind the net. Maurer will get to it first from Cottage Grove, but Mav is there. Backhand flicker. Offsides. 11 seconds left in the second period. Offsides called. 4-3 Woodbury over Cottage Grove so far. No change for Woodbury. 11 seconds left. Up to Brock. Brock to Maverick. Maverick stays with it. Shot tipped.
Way to go, J-Mo!
J-Mo scoops it up with 1.8 left in the second. And that's your period. Four 3 after 2, Woodbury. Be right back here for our third and final period. Excuse me. Close battle so far through 2. Just a 1-goal game as we go into the third period. Hensler and Schillings will start on defense behind Asher, Braden, and Robbie. Hensler settles it down. Is looking for Robbie. Stick got in the way from Cottage Grove. Atkin to Ferguson. Ferguson tries to get it out. Off the wall. Hensler. A lot of pressure. Gets it to Van Leer. Van Leer sends it back out. Ferguson working. Comes Hensler. Lifter goes high. Hensler sends it down. They'll change. Glancy off the bench picks it up with Fleeman and Newman. Fleeman sends it on net and covered up by Jamo. Porter, Bjorn, and Logan with Levi and Oliver. Newman wins it, back to Levi. Levi to Glancy. Glancy dumps it down for Glenny. Glenny's stuck in the corner. Bjorn comes to help. Bjorn in the corner now with the puck. Dancing around, getting closer. Cottage Grove says no. Fanned on that. Bjorn still battles. Bjorn trying to get up front, bouncing around, tipped around, still loose. Cottage Grove able to move it out against Glancy. Sent to the far corner. Up front, slapped away by Glancy. Porter able to clear the zone. Offsides called. That will slow down the madness with 11:54 left in the game. Woodbury up 4-3. Graham and Hensler behind Maverick, Mason, and Brock. Uncle's Bay will take the face-off against Jack Atkin. Mason wins it. Dane loses eye contact with the puck for a second, but regroups. Sends it around for Maverick, who's eyed up by Vice. Graham shovels it to Brock. Tried to leave it to Mason, but bounces across everyone's sticks for Hensler. Hensler Tries to push pass. Offside's called. Spencer. Up to Brock. Brock. Little shuffle pass to himself. Loose puck goes to the corner. Mav tries to leave it for Mason. Cottage Grove saw that coming and jumped on it. Hensler able to keep it in though. Hensler. Up front, loose. Spinning like a top and picked up by the Wolfpack. Graham stares him down. Good defense by Grayson. Graham ties him up in the corner. Comes out loose for Brock. Shilkin pushes against 13. Puck on the wall from Uncle's Bay. Runs into the referee. Here comes Wolfpack against Shillings. Miles takes it and runs with it. Here comes Shillings. Leaves it for Shilkin. Oh, he lost it. Shilkin lost a handle. Glancy and Van Leer are back with Boomer. Akin shot save. Akin with a good individual pressure, but gets stopped by Toby. Good save. Shillings and Glancy behind Friend, Boomer, and Van Leer. Shot on goal by Friend gets deflected. No second chance opportunity. Jack comes against Miles. Offside's called. 9:44 left in the game. Woodbury up 4-3. Cottage Grove sends it around. Gets stuck on the board. A weird door there. Miles Shillings handles the puck behind the net to Glancy. Glancy looking for an angle. Offsides. Both teams will change. Porter, Logan, and Bjorn with Levi and Grayson. Englehart brings it in the left side. Leaves it for Logan G. Logan shot, saved, covered, whistle. Newman wins it to Fleeman. Fleeman sends it in, tipped around, slapped, still loose behind the net. Logan Gliniani sends it back around for Bjorn. Bjorn off the wall, cuts back. Bjorn, shot, saved. Porter tries to work. Cottage Grove takes it away. Kept in by Graham. Wolfpack got it out of the zone, but Porter quickly back in. Saved. Porter picks it up. Back to Graham. Graham slides it across, tipped around, slapped away. Englehart waits. Tries to wrap it around. No dice. Logan G. Leaves it behind for Porter. Shot. Wrapped it. Blocked. Newman able to clear it. Up to Brock. Brock tries to get it to Gliniani. Brock. Oh, tried to leave it back door for Logan. Good thought. Hensler pokes it away at the blue line. Hensler trying to clear. Hensler stays with it. Tried to kick it. Gliniani to Brock and sent in. Uncle's Bay is coming in hot. Maverick and Mason all over it. Hensler and Schillings behind. Icing on Cottage Grove. 6:59, 7 minutes left in the game. 4-3 Woodbury. No change. Mason will take the face off. Wins it. Hensler slap. Nope, fakes it. Faked me out. Hensler behind the net to Maverick. They're in the corner working. Loose in the other corner. Cottage Grove going to pick it up. They clear the zone, but Schillings is there. Cuts through. Maverick. Up in the air. Got a whistle. High sticking. Maybe. Cottage Grove changes 5. No change for Woodbury. Keep the pressure. 6:36 left in the game. Woodbury up by 1 point. 1 goal. Maverick tries to get it up front. Hensler to Schillings to Brock. Brock. Good shot. Oh, and a save by Jamo. Good play there. Brock to Mav and Jamo able to slide across. Van Leer, Friend, and Boomer now with Glancy Fleeman behind him. Boomer to take the face off. Glancy sends it down, tipped around, saved. Behind the net. Up the wall. Glancy skates backwards. 3-on-2. High left shot. A little bit of daylight there. Van Leer on the wall. Moves it up. Friend chases to pressure. Offsides. Graham and Hensler behind Logan, Bjorn, and Porter. Hensler with the puck. Logan G. Graham able to help up front. Never got there. Here comes the Wolfpack. Hensler reverses to Porter. And unable to move it out. Hensler there to help. Drops it for Grayson. Grayson to Logan G. Logan. Shot. Glove save. Covered. 4:36 left in the game. Still 1 goal advantage. Woodbury 4-3 over Cottage Grove. No change for Woodbury. Gleniani takes the face off. Cottage Grove with possession. Moves it quickly up to Sasada. Shot slides all the way across. No goal off the post. And it looked like it went in from here, but Newman has it now. Shot. Saved by Jamo. Covered up. Glancy and Schillings out there behind Maverick, Brock, and Mason now. They win it. Schillings behind the net for Brock. Brock fakes the direction. Glancy, shot. Ooh, deflected. Behind the net is Brock. Loose puck now to the far corner. Looks like Cottage Grove's going to get to it. No, Glancy keeps it in from the point. Glancy sends it in. Tip, knocked around. Never got to the goal. Fast break goal for Akin makes it 4-4. I think that's 3 for Jack. Cottage Grove ties it up with 3:31 left in the game. It's 4-4. Friend, Boomer, and Van Leer with Graham and Fleeman. Back to Fleeman. Fleeman sends it in. Glove save. Mm-hmm. 4-4 game, 3 minutes left. Van Leer works in the corner. Up front. Behind the net for Boomer, now in the corner. Here comes Van Leer. Shot blocked, moved up. Up in the netting. 2:25 left, tie ball game, puck game, whatever you call it. Newman, Englehart, Gleniani, Miles, and Dane, your 5. 2:25 left on the clock, 4-4 game. Hensler to Porter, up to Newman. Here comes Newman. Newman working in the corner. Hensler puts it on net and covered up by Jamo. 2:06 left. Shot Never got there. Newman battles for it. Newman up front. Shot saved. Loose behind the net. Gliniani. That puck keeps hitting the wall. Not sure what the whistle was for, but it got whistled nonetheless. Maverick, Brock, Mason, Glancy, and Graham. We ran out of time, it seems like, with a minute 32. I think that's going to call it a tie, 4-4 game. Thanks for joining. Love you.